Hi, I'm Nellie Steele, and this is one of my favorite scenes from Letter to a Duchess. Let's head over to the fire.
No, wait for him to leave, Edwin corrected. Leave? 'Tis late morning, Edwin, surely. Edwin held up a hand to silence me. Lenora, he's at a brothel. A man does not rise early to attend to business after a night like he's experienced, and doubtless his business is best carried out under the cover of night, though we must follow him to determine where that business is conducted. I bit my lower lip as I considered Edwin's statements. He rose and offered his hand. Trust me, Lenora, I've spent many a night in a similar position. He flashed me a rakish grin and cocked his head. I shook my head at him. Oh, Edwin, I murmured as he pulled me to my feet. Just let me leave a note for Robert. He'll worry himself sick if he returns to find me gone. Do not say anything untoward in it, otherwise he may become angry with me. Undoubtedly, he'll be exasperated with both of us, I mentioned as I scrawled a vague reference about investigating on the bottom of the paper Robert had left for me. You shall get away with it. I shall not. Second thoughts? I questioned as I signed my name. No, although... His voice trailed off. What is it? Robert likely took the carriage. A confused expression crossed my face as I glanced at him. We will have to walk, Edwin added. Yes, I said, phrasing it as a question. Edwin shifted his weight from one foot to the other, as though nervous. Oh, for heaven's sake, Edwin, I have legs, you know. Come along. I shall catch hell for this, he murmured, as I pulled on my cape and flung the door open. We exited the hotel into the bright but cold day. I shielded my eyes, surprised by the brightness of the sun on a November day in Scotland. Edwin shivered against the cold. Perhaps we should wait, he began. Lead the way, I interrupted. Edwin pursed his lips. He stood still for a moment before he motioned for me to follow him and offered his arm. We proceeded through the chilly air into a rather seedy area of Glasgow. He is in the building across the street, Edwin informed me as he tucked me into an alley between the two buildings. The air felt warmer here without any breezes whipping past us. Edwin shoved his hands under his arms to warm them. My fur muff kept my hands from becoming too cold. I stared at the building across the street, willing the man to emerge from it. 20 minutes passed, and nothing of note occurred. At long last the door opened. A woman wandered out and emptied a chamber pot into the street before returning inside. A frown settled on my lips as we continued to wait. Edwin spoke after another 10 minutes, likely hoping a conversation would pass the time more quickly. Did you spend some time with Samuel this morning? Yes, I answered with a smile. He's quite a happy child. He has Tilly's exuberance for life. It is best if he has her temperament rather than mine. Yours is not so terrible, I commented. He chuckled at the response. No, I'm surprised to hear you say that, Lenora. You have been on the receiving end of some of my more boorish outbursts. That is the result of too much drink, I countered. When you are not drunk, you have quite a nice personality. I can see why Tilly was so drawn to you. Careful, Lenora, he said with a cheeky grin. You'd better not fall in love with me. There is little chance of that. I'm thoroughly in love with your brother.
If you enjoyed this snippet, the full book's waiting for you now.